Hello, YouTube. I know it's been a while since I uploaded. The Patriots haven't been on air to make me mad or for me to rant, although a huge offseason does loom over this franchise. But I want to kind of redirect my attention to something else. I mean, I have a whole assortment of interests. I like gaming, I like sports. I don't know what I want this channel to really focus on. I guess I'm just going to talk whatever the hell comes in my mind. I'm definitely going to try to make a focus to upload more because, I mean, I think I'm entertaining as hell. So, I don't know. Maybe you don't think so, but who knows? I'm just a nigga in a hoodie. So, this is not going to be a long video. It's just going to be something in my chest that's been bothering me for a couple days. So, I'm a Celtics fan. And, I've bleed green, watched Paul Pierce. So, I mean, the Celtics haven't really. I mean, more recently, they've been better. But I remember when I was young in the 90s, they were trash. Even some of the 2000s. And, they finally won in '08. But blah, 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 blah. That doesn't matter. So, pretty much, the Celtics' performance as of late has me very concerned. And coming into the season, I was very optimistic. I was one of those that did not want to trade for Harden. I saw this potential in Jaylen Brown. I really felt that he was going to make that next leap, as he has. He's made that. He's taken that next step. Tatum has taken that next step. And, those two this season have pretty much been what I've expected. Now, I understand the injury to Marcus Smart has affected this team more than I thought. And, honestly, I thought Marcus Smart was a little overrated. But now, as they've blown a 24-point lead against the Pelicans, they've lost against they've lost against the Mavericks. They got anally destroyed by the Atlanta Hawks. There are definitely some concerns with this team. The bench, of course, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Now, mind you, I believe the starting five, they can compete with almost anybody in the league. The talent of Brown, Tatum, Kemba, I believe Smart at times is in the lineup. I think they can, with talent-wise, the top five can compete with anybody. Unfortunately, the bench is much to be desired. Now, I think Robert Williams should be playing a little more. He's been giving very productive minutes off the bench, but I'm just going to be realistic because, look, I may love my teams, but I'm never going to sugarcoat it. Kemba Walker has been playing like ass. He's looking like one of the worst contracts in the NBA right now. I think he's shooting barely 40% from the field this year. I'm not even quite sure. And this team is pretty much Tatum and Brown and nobody really else. Like, night to night, they're struggling to find that third scorer. And I'm very concerned. I'm very, very concerned because they got Kemba for like another 3 years. Like, Kemba needs to play better. And I know he has a degenerative knee issue, but I mean, Tatum and Brown are at the point where, you have to respect their offensive game. And Kemba is going to have to take that pressure off of those two. And Kemba's not shooting well right now. And I'm very concerned. Very concerned because it's besides the trade exception, there's nothing really else that you can do. Now, who do I blame? I don't blame Tatum and Brown as much as some people do. I know there's not a lot that blame Tatum and Brown, but to me, my perspective, it's like, what else do you want them to do? They're averaging, like, both of them averaging around 25 or more a game, on pretty good shooting splits. Like, Jaylen Brown is he's shooting pretty much 50% from the field, 40% from three. I know his free throws could be a little bit better. I mean, they should be a little bit better. Tatum Tatum is Jason Tatum. Pretty respectable shooting split. I think he's shooting about 45% from the field. I think he's shooting maybe close to 40% from three. I'm not quite sure. Correct me if I'm wrong on the comment. But, lack of bench. Tristan Thompson and Jeff Teague is done. Jeff Teague, I'm sorry, he ain't it. So it's to a point where something has to be done with this roster. Now, does Brad Stevens also deserve some of the blame? Yes. I think Brad Stevens deserves some of the blame. Now, a great coach, I'm not like these people in Boston that say, "Oh, fire Brad Stevens, fire him." Because my position on that is, okay, you fire Brad Stevens, but who are you replacing him with? Unless you're getting a Popovich, unless you're getting I would even say even a Thibodeau, unless you're getting Utah's coach, I forgot his name. Unless you're getting who's that man from Dallas? I can't even remember his name. He used to play for the Celtics like way back in the day. But the coach for the Dallas Mavericks is a very good coach. Unless you're replacing him, Eric Spoelstra, you're replacing him with Eric Spoelstra. Like, unless you're replacing them with somebody like that, like, who you're replacing Brad Stevens with? Like, Brad Stevens is one of the better coaches in the league. But he needs to hold some of that responsibility pie too, because the effort on defense is, I know Brad Stevens can coach defense, and this team is not performing up to par. Now, mind you, some of it is roster issues. The bench is not really that deep, and it's very concerning. And again, Marcus Smart coming back should help things, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, do you guys think that, like, who do you think is to blame for the Celtics' recent struggles? Because it's really concerning me. Like, I'm very concerned for this team. Do you think that it's Danny Ainge unable to construct a roster, hoarding draft picks, not making big moves? He still has a trade exception. Do you think it's Brad Stevens? Do you think Tatum and Brown should be holding more responsibility? I want to debate somebody in the comments. So let me know what you think. More videos coming up soon. And who knows, maybe the next time the Celtics get their asses whooped, I'll post a rant video. So, all right. So rate, comment, subscribe. More content on the way. Bye.